Uh, we grew up listening to a lot of things. Probably among the four of us, we listened to all kinds of different music. Um, I mean, a lot of classics, like the stuff that we spin in the car. A lot of it is, a lot of Paul McCartney. Yeah, a lot of Wings. Some electro stuff. I mean, one of my favorite bands when I was young is Sloan. I know Joe's too.
Wow.
Eric's Trip.
I don't know. What about jazz school?
Oh yeah, I also went to jazz school.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we all listen to a bunch of stuff. We're not like young kids, so we've had a lot of years to listen, to go through different phases, So yeah, that's probably why we're so eclectic sounding. Yeah.
Well, it was going to be Later's, but we decided against it.
No, we had a panic moment when our record was coming out, our first one. We had to do a name change from our old band name to Suuns, and it's kind of like our old band name was called Zeros, so this Suuns means zeros in another language, essentially. A language we have no connection with at all, but it was just kind of like a time constraint thing, and it was like we just went with it. It looked good. It's kind of like an homage, a good way to keep the old name too. So, yeah, that's why. Yeah, and now it's difficult to pronounce.
So we just released this record, Image du Futur. It's our second album. It may sound different from the first. To us, it sounds the same. Probably a little. I don't even know what to tell you. What can I say?
It's a deeper exploration into the dark side of rock music. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just kind of developed our sound a bit better from our last record, so I don't know. If you're a fan of the last one, you'll like this one. Well, for me, the difference between the two records is I think the new one sounds a bit more thought out. The first one, if I hear it, I'm like, I'm almost incredulous at some of the takes we left on that record. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, which is cool, and it's got its own thing going. But this one was a bit more thought out. Yeah, arrangement-wise as well. It's a bit deeper, I think.
Yeah, I think we got to use the studio a little bit more this time around. I mean, but it was all just further development. Like same old thing, but we knew it a little bit better, maybe more nuanced.
Well, we had the title of the record first and the inside image. So if you buy the vinyl or the CD, on the inside there's an image of this old exhibition in Montreal called Image du Futur. So that's where the title comes from. We couldn't really find a good press photo from that era to put on the cover. So yeah, we just shot another girl for the cover, who has a pretty spacey look. It's kind of like a retro future look to me. Like, that's kind of what we're looking at, going for. So it's kind of like this like old school way of looking at the future in a way. That's kind of like the feeling I was going for, I guess. I shot the cover personally. So but then we worked with this artist in North Carolina who does all these rips and that sort of like black hole thing, which was incredible. And I kind of just took it to the next level. So it was kind of like a two-parter. that's how the album art came together. Yeah.
Ben writes the songs. They all come in a kind of like a skeletal form, like the arrangements, the parts, and then the band we all bring our sounds to it, you know. I program synth patches, Joe makes crazy noise, Liam does his amazing thing. Ben doesn't really do much different. No, it's cool. No, but that's usually how it works. There are a couple of tunes that have come out of jams. A couple of songs that have come from meticulous thought and tearing apart and starting again. Edie's Dream was like that. With that one was broken apart and put back together again over a year, several different times. But yeah, it runs the gamut, I suppose.
Do what you please if you see it. What you.
Montreal has a couple of things going for it. For one, there's not the struggle as much as you might have in Toronto, where rent is comparatively more expensive. So people have a lot of time. Like, you can do a little bit of work to make some money, and then have a lot of time to practice and really think about the kind of music that you want to make, which is nice. There's a really great community there because there are a lot of people doing that, you know. And also, you know, like, Montreal has a lot of great stories to it, like the Image du Futur idea. It's got a very interesting identity, Montreal. I think it's got kind of a poignant history. It was potentially a very powerful city, a very culturally diverse, creative city. It's in Quebec, which makes things very interesting. Yeah. I'm from Toronto, but I've lived in Montreal. We've all lived in Montreal for about, like, at least 10 years, all of us. And I'm very proud to be a Montrealer, for sure. Saint-Malo. So we played a festival. What was it? La Route du Rock in Saint-Malo, France, and it was one of those which happens often, where you're situated in a place where you really feel like you ought not to be there. We played after. Our backstage was a castle, for one, so there's that. And we played after Mogwai and before Aphex Twin for 8,000 people, you know. And someone must have made a mistake somewhere to put us in that position. But it was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with that for sure. Yeah. Well, does anyone have a ticket for Nick Cave tomorrow? I'd like. Yeah, that'd be good. To be honest, I don't know the lineup. The lineup the Lee's show that we're doing, it looks pretty rad.
Yeah.
Savages, real hype band right now, but they sound amazing. So, yeah, Valleys are playing with us too. Yeah, I'll be content to, like, just hang at Lee's Palace on Saturday for sure, just to watch, you know, that lineup. I saw Action Bronson last night. This rapper. It's pretty wild. Yeah. He's great. He showed up late to the gig, and it was getting pretty tense in that venue. Like, people were not having it, man. Yeah. But when he got there, it was good vibes. Yeah, he's rad. We have a shitload of tour dates coming up. It's kind of like the classic tour, the album thing, which is good. A lot of Europe dates, and hopefully we're trying to make a point of touring the U.S. and Canada this time. So, that's being worked out. Hopefully, it's just gonna be a lot of touring. We've also recorded a bunch of other stuff that we need to work on, like mixing and stuff. So, I don't think we'll have any free time, to be honest.
Most definitely not.
Yeah, which is great. It's been kind of, you know, it was a long year working on the album, and before that we'd really gotten used to touring a lot. So we had a nice year at home, and I think we're all kind of ready to tour a lot, get back out there, which is, yeah, I am. So yeah, we're just gonna milk that. Yeah.
Life is. Oh, hang on, just give me a second.
I know this one.
Yeah, no, me too. Fuck, it was on Jeopardy last night.
Right.
All right, no, it was the answer.
Right.
I should have paid attention to that.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Life is, I don't know. Fuck, you go. Grand statements.
I mean, to like sincerely, I think, and despite the fact that all of us in the band are I would say on the introverted side, I think life is about connections between people. I think that's the most important thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
You see